what do you say when you're in a room or you're stuck in an elevator with another person? Then they ask you what it is that you do. You know, that awkward question. And I realize it's not just for me. I'm sure it'd be for you too. Like, what do you do? What are you going to say? I'm a YouTuber. That's sort of underselling it. Or I'm the greatest YouTuber there is. That's kind of overdoing it. Like, what is the right way to do it?
Yeah.
So I thought, if I'm facing that problem, other people must be facing that problem. Not only that, if somebody asks you, like the gym that you work for training there, what is the difference between this company and another one? I don't know if my employees know how to answer that. I couldn't answer that myself. What about they're asking about their roles? If you're a customer service rep, like, what do you do? They probably just say that I'm a receptionist. But I don't agree with that because that's not true. They do so much more than that. But what are they supposed to say? I work for the best rated gym in Melbourne. That also sounds a bit over the top.
A bit obnoxious.
Right. I've sort of constructed this little thing where within 30 seconds, in a few sentences, that in normal conversation, you can bring this out and just tell people what you do without overstating or understating. And hopefully that leads to some extra opportunities.
Yeah.
And bring people more confidence. So that's where my elevator pitch is. So I sort of made it for training day. I sort of made it for every single role, including my own role.
Yeah.
and this podcast.
Yeah. So how would you, for practical reasons, in terms of like a template, I feel like there is some sort of template to kind of do the elevator pitch. Let's take an example of data analysts. How would they describe themselves?
Okay, I copied this formula from a book that I'm reading currently. So like, I'm not plagiarizing, this is my formula, but for the sake of sharing it, I think what made it really easy for me was just three things. One is you start the sentence going, okay, so it's problem, solution, proof. That's the three things. What is a problem? What's your solution? And what's some proof that you're doing that? So it starts off with, the problem. Wow, this is what we do, the solution. And lastly, in fact, we're this. So for context, I'll do training days when we say, okay, well, let's, you know how you go to most commercial gyms, you can feel like there's like lack of community. But then if you go to a smaller boutique studio, it can feel a little less convenient. Well, training day combines the benefits of both. And we make intentful training a lot more relatable. In fact, we're the best rated gyms in Melbourne. So you sort of link it together with that.
Yep.
But I've sort of done that for my own job and for everyone else's job. So that formula seems to work for me. So I feel like that's a bit easy to bring up in a conversation than just say like, oh, I do gym.
Yeah.
Or I'm in this industry.
Yeah, I do gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more tactful than saying I work for the highest rated gym.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That sounds also a bit like, okay. Then,
yeah. Prove it type thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.